Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on the Steam client beta update. Not as great as the other update I went over, but actually we do have a bit of an update on that as well. They really try to cater to that market, aren't we now, Steam? I see you. Also, we have the Steam Capitalism and Economy Fest. What a Steam event that is. Capitalism and Economy. Let's go. And Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty hits a major sales milestone. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first up, the Steam client beta update for January 3rd is live right now, and the following changes have been implemented. You guys are watching this January 5th. This is the beta client, so this will be rolled into the official client sometime down the line. Shopping cart fixes. So they have been trying to implement new shopping cart elements, so that's been pretty cool to see as far as an update on that. Fixed the case where you could indicate a purchase was a gift but continue to check out without selecting a gift recipient, which would end up purchasing the game for your own account. Fixed an issue with the display of friends who already own a game when selecting a gift recipient. Fixed the wishlist page navigating to the cart page instead of showing the inline added to your cart message. And fixed the checkout process, skipping the shipping address step for hardware purchases. So those are the changes made to the shopping cart, and the shopping cart, again, is something that they've been wanting to implement new changes of, but what you all want updates to. I know you guys are fiending to private your games. I know it's all about not letting your boys know that you're playing Japanese RPGs. I know that's all it is. They can't know that you're a weeaboo deep down. But we all know. We all know private games is widely anticipated from the entire Steam community. And you know what? It's probably widely anticipated from a few developers as well. And probably Valve themselves, as their profit is going to go up a little bit, if you guys know what I mean. The general fix as far as that's concerned, private games will no longer show on family sharing accounts. Yeah, yo, if you're sharing that family account with your father or your mother who's into video games, yeah, you're damn right those games should remain private. Good on Steam and Valve for realizing this and figuring out exactly how to fine-tune the privacy element so it will really benefit those that this is catered towards. So good on Valve and good on Steam to make the necessary changes here. Honestly speaking, like, jokes aside, this is one of the more important elements as far as privating games go. I'm sure the private, like, for serious for a second, I'm sure there is reason to add privating games outside of the reason why everybody will comment about it, and in the other video why everybody commented about it. But jokes aside, that 100% is a part of the reason why private games is being implemented. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. We all know why this is happening, and at least a part of why this is happening. And yo, those games showing up on family sharing accounts will be wild. You finally figure out a way, holy crap, I can finally hide my degeneracy, and you have your family find out? Yo, that would have been the train wreck of all train wrecks. But yeah, nonetheless, private games will no longer show on family sharing accounts. Steam Cloud changes have been implemented as well. Fix uploading for some apps which have a very large number of files. Fix sync for some apps which store files in the Windows user home directory. And Steam input, fix a crash related to non-Steam shortcuts. So there you go with that. This is for the beta client. I don't know how many of you are utilizing the beta client, but you can opt in for that, and that is, again, new shopping cart, general fixes with the private games, Steam Cloud fixes, and Steam input changes as well. Moving on from that, Steam Capitalism and Economy Fest will be the next major Steam event. I don't know if you want to say major for that, but swing on by Steam from January 8th until the 15th for discounts, demos, and more at Steam Capitalism and Economy Fest. Explore deals on games that focus on a player's earning power. Test your ability to succeed at everything from making wine to designing railway networks, from managing restaurants to running farms, and everything in between. January 8th, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern for the full rundown on that. The games that are featured include Monopoly Plus, Rail Route, Megaquarium, King of Retail, Farm Keeper, Railway Empire, Cafe Owner Simulator, Farm Manager 2021, Production Line, Car Factory Simulation, 100 Days, Winemaking Simulator, Cartel Tycoon, Software Inc., and Slipways. What a plethora of games and a catalog of games there. But that is the next event coming off of the Steam Winter Sale. Obviously, this is, like I said, it was a major event. This is just an event that is running, and I believe the first one that is the Capitalism and Economy event, So when I initially saw this was just public on Steam's page, I believe, and now it's changed to unlisted. So it's going to be happening on January 8th. They're just waiting to officially publish it, but nevertheless, there you go with that. And finally, Cyberpunk 2077, one of the biggest gaming stories of 2023. Is that a little bit of hyperbole? Really, I don't think it is. I feel like that has been one of the big stories just because it was constantly in the news cycle. Obviously with Update 2.0, obviously with Phantom Liberty, which was widely beloved. Phantom Liberty, Cyberpunk 2077's official Twitter account, Cyberpunk Game, has announced over 5 million agents have infiltrated Dogtown. Thank you for your support. Over 5 million copies sold in 2023, and that's just of Phantom Liberty, not just Cyberpunk 2077, because I know after Update 2.0 came out, a bunch of people decided to buy Cyberpunk 2077, especially when it was going on sale for 25 to 30 bucks. And a lot of people had heard about the game getting much better, and they decided to give it another whirl, and maybe they decided, hey, there's a lot of content to this game, no reason to buy Phantom Liberty yet at 30 bucks, it'll go on sale, etc., etc. So I foresee Cyberpunk 2077 probably sold copies into the 7 figures. I wouldn't be that surprised by it if they sold over 1 million copies of the original 2077, especially given that they released the Ultimate Edition, which includes the base game and Phantom Liberty for 60 bucks. And that is the edition that you need to keep an eye on, because when that ultimately starts going on sale, much like the Witcher 3 Complete Edition that now you can get for $12.49, for a little bit it was $9.99, probably going to take a couple years for Phantom Liberty and the Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition to get to that price threshold, but eventually that will happen, and I foresee a ton more people jumping on board to that. And how many years have I been saying this? I want to take my victory lap for a second, but how many years was I saying that ultimately I foresaw that Cyberpunk 2077's narrative was going to change, that people are going to look back and think, hey, don't you guys think Cyberpunk 2077 was a little bit hated on too much? And yes, a lot of that has to do with CDPR's commitment to the game and turning the game around, but I feel like, okay, they had one train wreck of a release, and I don't even think 2077 was as bad as people thought back in December of 2020, but they had one train wreck of a release. That shouldn't define their whole existence as a gaming studio that delivered you Witcher 3, and I get it, gaming very much is a what have you done for me lately kind of ordeal, especially, that's not just gaming, that's the whole, like, ecosystem of media, entertainment, sports even. It's what have you done for me lately. Screw what you did 5 to 7 years ago, because that doesn't matter anymore, and there's a right line of thinking for that. Definitely, the what have you done for me lately is more of a healthy mindset to have, because we shouldn't be living in the past all the time, and I often do that. Like, I think about the late 2000s and early 2010s of BioWare all the time, but for CDPR, it was one misfire, and ultimately, they were going to remain committed to the game. Now, it was a colossal misfire in the sense of the PS4 and Xbox One version, but you get the idea. They've turned it around, and yeah, hopefully they do a lot with Cyberpunk as an IP, and we know that there is going to be a sequel. The only issue is, I might be dead and buried by the time this sequel comes out, so that's a little bit of a bummer in today's, like, if I had to complain about one thing in today's gaming ecosystem, it's the decade-long development cycles, because to get a sequel for this game or another Cyberpunk game, it's probably going to take a decade, 2030 at the earliest, I would imagine, but that's going to do it for me. Again, Steam update, client beta update for January 3rd, Private Games, once again, sees another update. Steam Capitalism and Economy Fest 2024 gets a trailer, and that'll be kicking off on January the 8th, and Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty has cracked 5 million in sales. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.